Time's up! You win!
There are a couple games I'm going to provide post-game commentary for, and this is one of them, so this is the Zeraora jungle. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is try to point out some of the bad moves that laners make because they don't comprehend how jungle works. And I think this game I take the other Zeraora moves just to try them, but in the other one I'll stick to my usual, just so you know. Overall, I am partial to Discharge, but I'm starting to become, well, it's hard to describe. Like, they don't give you ratios for these two, so I don't know how to describe which one's better. But for the other move, I'm starting to think that Spark is better than Volt Switch. It has a longer cooldown, but it has more jumps and probably more damage. But once again, there's no transparency. That is the single biggest obstacle from this actually becoming a serious game. They have to start giving numbers because people having to screw around in practice mode doesn't cut it. And then the other part is that a lot of the crap just doesn't work like it's supposed to. So anyway, you can see the teams. They have a Mime with the legendary skin. I don't know what they want to call their tiers here, but just know that changes his graphics around. I'm too cheap, so I'm not getting that. I haven't spent any real money on the game just yet because I'm waiting to see if they're going to fix their crap. Otherwise, at the end of Season 1, I'm just going to drop it and walk away. As much as I hate to say it, like, I don't think there's a way for me to sell the account or anything, so, like, there's no way to recoup the investment.
Ready?
And in case you're wondering, no, I did not sell the League account, although I'm very tempted to. So right here, I just want to go in the jungle and start farming. I don't know if you get movement speed as you level up, because it is so painful to move right now. But anyway, there's Ludicolo, so you want to get out of the way of his water gun. I try to use the agility to do that. I don't remember if the agility gives you attack speed or something for getting through, but if nothing else, it allows you to traverse the jungle a little bit better. Also, I have no idea what the buffs do. I'm assuming it's like League, where that's the special attack one. It may give me CDR or something like that. And then the buff move here would be the red buff, so it would be burn, regen, that type of thing. But this is all speculation. I probably actually should Google to see if they tell you what it is. Knight. Buffs. So right here, if you notice, by taking all of those, I have leveled up. So that is why Sleepy chewed out Crimson in, was it yesterday's game or the day before, I don't remember. By taking one jungle creep, even sometimes just hitting one, that screws over the jungle. By being level 5, I actually had the power so we could go in there and secure the double kill. So yes, it really does make that big of a difference. It can turn your ganks around if you're playing one of the junglers who evolves, so you really need to hit your evolutions. Okay, so it says the orange buff slows, like red buff does, and then the blue buff, you execute low health guys. Okay, so now we know. I know there was something for Avalugg. Oh, right, the goal, barrier thing. So right here, they botched their combo. So I'm gonna spark back in, I think. And just like that, we have 2 more kills. So having a good initial clear can seriously get you snowballing that hard. And then, since I have Spark, I'm free to go poach the berries. Ooh, watch this. Talonflame, don't be a hero! That's my job. So he's down and just waiting for cooldowns, then we can go work over mine. So he didn't take Confusion. I don't know if that's Psychic or Psyshock or what exactly, but that is Psyshock that Gardevoir or Curlia just used. So anyway, right here I want to go farm the jungle a bit. The Zeraora buff is every 3rd hit paralyzes. I don't know how long the stun lasts exactly, but it also gives you some healing. So right here I want to get a quick dunk in because I am dealing with some scaling stuff. And without the shield, no more mime. So in case you're wondering, the mime here is just like in this little Cinderace clip where they're just going to push out and they don't really amount to anything. So you can see that the wild charge is very much like a Absol. Overall, I think it's probably a little bit better, but yeah. So right here, I'm just trying to close the gap so we can deny him from trying to backdoor goal. And just like the Absol ult, yes, it can miss. So push bot mime. And then we can go dunk these for a little bit more AD. Yeah, that was good. So I think this is 4 goals so far. I'm at 66% of my cap. And I can just use charge top to safety, but then Curlia gets a little too close and I have to go back in. I told you, being a hero is my job. Sometimes heroes have to make a sacrifice. But that's not today. It'll be in later games, don't worry. So anyway, after all the damage we did bot, it's time to go work over top lane. Basically finish screwing the team into the ground. And you can see the Ivysaur. Yeah, Cinderace just got a triple kill before I even had a chance to do anything. So, free Rotom at this point. Someone has max points, so I can't... Well, so they drop the points there. I have no idea what he's doing here. We have the type advantage, dude. Yeah, I know, you guys are probably getting tired of me making the type jokes. But in his defense, he is a bulky water type. So that was the Venusaur ult. That's a dead Venusaur. And more points. Now, since I upload these in a series, you don't actually know when this game ends, but I can see it on my timeline. Hugely doesn't quite capture how one-sided this is. Like, I don't even think I've used my ult yet. So right now I'm looking to see if I can jump on the Lucario. And now yeah. So someone's trying to score on our bot goal, but their top is completely open. And that's when they throw in the towel. So I'm probably going to go quiet until I get to the next one I want to provide commentary for, but this is just like trying to demonstrate what a good jungle clear is like and why you shouldn't poach your jungler's camps. you're just setting yourself back in the end, because you're taking your jungler out of the game. So yeah, I'll see you guys over in the next one that I commentate. Okay, so I'm going to actually provide commentary on the one immediately after, because this is the Greninja game. To be perfectly blunt, the games were really frustrating all night. This one is no exception, of course. So we just have to wait for the... it rained for like 10 seconds and then it stopped. No. So, yeah. Trying to get back into the game. We have the Zeraora. Oh, I didn't even notice Crimson came on tonight. Yeah, he was actually trying to message me. Yeah, it's only over an hour late. I mean, that's fast. That's a prompt response, right? So anyway, yeah, for the matchups. They have Wigglytuff, who is freaking obscene right now. I don't know how often they plan on patching it, but if Wigglytuff doesn't get any nerfs anytime soon, that's going to be the next one I pick up. That way I actually have 2 supports to use instead of just Eldegoss, Wigglytuff, and... So if you're wondering why I make a deal out of the rain, because my microphone is literally facing the window, you can hear it, like you probably actually hear it right now, because it usually gets picked up. So, yeah, I guess we use rainy day somewhere along the way, I don't know. But anyway, I'm trying to go for the neutral creep right here, because whoever gets this will have the EXP advantage in the lane, provided your jungler doesn't come and screw you over. But my one complaint about Greninja is I'm not really a fan of Substitute. It seems like such a random move, and I would prefer almost anything to it. Now, when it actually transforms into Double Team and Smokescreen, then yeah, it's actually pretty good, but it takes a little while to get there. So I want to get the third hit off, which will slow and deal a little bit of bonus damage. Thing is, Jigglypuff can just go heal it off, not really a big deal. Plus, I'm trying to share some of the XP so that the Ralts doesn't fall too far behind. She becomes a nightmare late game. I don't know if this one goes. I think this is another side shocker. So unfortunately, due to the way the auto-aim works, Jigglypuff's just free to go dunk. That gives her the Wigglytuff evolution, and she's singing right now, which puts us to sleep. And she's solely focused on me because I think she realizes, hey, the Ralts isn't all there. So right here I'm just recalling because there's no sense in wasting a berry on that. That's just way too much damage. I wasn't really keeping track of Ralts' cooldowns to know if Ralts could have teleported in and gotten a little extra damage, but right now I'm just trying to get my evolution. So whenever you do get your evolutions, you do seem to get a stat boost. It's a weird spot where you don't know, like... Due to the whole lack of clarity, transparency, whatever you want to call it, I don't know if the non-evolvers have some sort of advantage over the guys who do evolve, and... Yeah, it's seriously raining like that. I don't know if Zeraora has that much of an advantage exactly, or what have you. But anyway, right now I have max points, but I already know there's no way I'm going to be able to catch these out. We are not going to be able to force them out, and the Wigglytuff, since she went Sync, she doesn't have the obscenely broken rollout. And once again, you can see, just after me. Doesn't care about anyone else. So I don't know if that was the eject button or the teleport. Right here I was just hoping to find something that I can hit off of and get some EXP. Unfortunately, like, if the jungler is really influential on a lane, that lane can get the EXP advantage, and then it's extremely difficult to get back into the game. Just having 1 or 2 levels puts you at a huge advantage, and that's even before you unlock all your moves. Like, when you have the move advantage, it's even worse. But anyway, right here we had enough points to destroy the goal. So yes, we got 90 back-to-back, and that gives me my Greninja evolution. Just in time for the Dreadnought. So yeah, that's a Psy Shock. I'm trying to remember if I recorded a Gardevoir game tonight. I think I did. So you'll be able to see the terror of Future Sight. Then again, well, maybe it was yesterday, I'm not sure. But yeah, Future Sight, since it resets on hit, it's just obscenely broken. It seems to have a really high ratio too. There's literally no reason not to use it. So right here, I think I do try to dive them. I don't really remember how Surf works. If you hit them, you can use it again or something like that. But it's kind of weird that Greninja has a gap closer. Oh yeah, right here we deny Pikachu hard. So due to the shields, there's literally no way for him to win there. If we slug it out, I'm just going to whittle him down, and then once my third hit's ready, I can go close range and turn it into an Execute. Plus, as my HP goes down, that activates my Torrent. For some reason, Cinderace gets a good passage, but right there, I pop my ult so I get all the stats, and I'm max, so I need to hurry up and get over to the goal. And you can see I'm too little too late. So, because Smokescreen is so broken, I can go ahead and pop that. Due to their point-and-click stuff, they still guarantee a hit, but I'm safe. I consider goal for a second and heal. And right here, I'm just waiting for stuff to come off cooldown also. So unfortunately I can't stop all their goals because you can't choose who you hit. And you can see they're just juggling aggro because why not? My only consolation is that I'm able to kill all three. So right here I need whoever that was with me to pick up the points and we can go do Dreadnought. Due to my poor health, I really don't want to tank this, but we don't have much of a choice. Since the springboards are up, they can get over here extremely fast. I think right here I'm saying myself, nope. I was wondering, did I want to go for the top goal with Rotom, but we don't. We actually go for Blood. So you can see Gardevoir is on her last legs. I pick off Talonflame. So right here I use the gap closer just to get out of his hole. And as soon as he stepped away from the goal, that was pretty much it for him. So I have to use the eject button while I wait for Smokescreen. And I was expecting them to duck into the jungle or try to go past me, but yeah, that was extremely dangerous just because they made a really random move. So I can't stop their goals, I have to hope a teammate can do it while I try to get back out there. And right here I'm wondering, okay, they're getting the Rotom, so what's going on, who's going where? I wish this game had some sort of chat feature, and yeah. So I see the guy with the max number of points and I want to deal with him, but Charizard does it for us. So right here I'm just timing my gap closers to get around Snorlax, and that was the Execute right there. So I'm staying close so I can do that. I don't know if that was the Buddy Berry or what exactly saves him. And right here my range is good enough that I can attack over the wall. You have to remember Snorlax can heavy slam over it, but he cannot tackle, so... Well, he also can't just walk over it. So yeah, after all that work, Pikachu shows up. And Snorlax. So right here I just say, screw it, I'm out. I've said it time and time again, it makes no sense to me why the game punishes you for doing good by making you have to take much longer to cap. And right here I see the Pikachu's low, I need to go for him. Cinderace down, and now Snorlax doesn't have his shield, he doesn't have his slam. He goes down. So that's 4 of them down. Nope, we got the ace. So this is basically a free Zapdos, and this will allow us to finally go score. We'll also have the doubler in effect because we're in the final 20% of the game. In case you're wondering, the doubler is time-based. When you get to the final 20%, it activates. So when you're playing a quick match, it'll be during the final minute. And Blue was standing over my shoulder here because I thought I could score on this, but I can't, as you can see. So I'm basically waiting for a teammate to go score so they can take that down. And then I can go ahead and get this.
What a goal! What a goal! What a goal!
So wait for it.
What a goal!
Wait. Boom! Poor Cinderace, man. Never saw it coming. And at this point, we just need to defend. So you can see they got something in the top lane, and I'm paying over there to make sure that they don't get anything else. Down he goes. But yeah, it just makes a little sense why a ranged guy has a gap closer like that. But now we're in the final 30 seconds of the game, and right here I'm just trying to pad my stats. There's no way for me to actually get to the other side of the field, let alone score right now, so I'm just doing that. So he has, I think that's his ult. He has to try to ult to safety, but it still doesn't really work. So I can do that. So we take him down, and then Cinderace goes down to the... I keep wanting to call it Crystal Parasect, because that's what it reminds me of.
Time's up!
So you can see I had a dominating number of kills here.
Win!
And part of that is due to the Greninja passive, where you can just execute people, but here you'll get to see the breakdown. As you may have guessed, who do you think's the MVP? Yeah, who saw that coming, right? I think I'm just going to commentate the rest of the game, to be honest. This one is Bulbasaur, Venusaur, we're going to call it. So right now I'm just looking at the team and figuring out what do we need. We have Cinderace, Physical Attacker, Zeraora, Jungle, Snorlax, and Crustle for tanks. We need someone who deals some special damage. Now I have 3 candidates for that. You have the Ninetales, the Venusaur, and the Gardevoir. So right now I'm thinking like, do we need the CC or what is it we really need? And I figure, you know what, I'm just going to throw caution to the wind. There was a really crappy Slowbro game before this one. It was a win, but it was one of those things where the team decides, yeah, we're not going to let you score, and we barely win, and we let the Slowbro score once, or hands down easy. So, yeah, I just say screw it, Venusaur time. So I will go for my usual here of the Giga Drain for sustain, as well as the Solar Beam for the snipes. And since it's a 10-cent game, just your reminder, you have to disconnect like 3 to 4 times before you can actually play the game. Now I don't know if that's everyone who's doing that, or if it's just something on my end. It's... I don't know. Yeah, it's extremely consistent that that happens, and I don't entirely know why. Otherwise, for the teams, you can see yet another Wigglytuff. I think the cat's out of the bag that it's actually a really strong Pokemon right now. Even though I haven't seen anyone really exploit it like I did until that one team game.
Ready, go!
So I like to start Razor Leaf. I'm not really sure what's better because they don't give you any numbers. But the cool part about it, though, is the range, so if you aim it correctly, we can aggro the one as we take the other. And then I'm going to try to aim these so that I can hit 2. And as much as I hate to say it, I don't know how the EXP works. So I'm trying to figure out, like, are you better off if your partner takes it, if you're the carry, so that you can get some quick, easy dumps for the SP from your glasses and crap, but... yeah, Very curious where this goes after Season 1. So right there is rollout. So we need to make the Jigglypuff pay. And then just go here, heal. I think I'm waiting for more camps to spawn because I have incentive to level up, evolve, and so on. Since Jigglypuff is a support, it's going to evolve at level 4. So just something to be prepared for. Roll out whiff, but it still has double slap. So close. But the good news is Seed Bomb is very spammable, so we can use that to try to clear these. I just have to line up the Vine with third attack, and yeah. So I think they stole that. Not really much I can do because Bulbasaur has crappy attack speed on account of him not really being an AD carry type. So yeah, we get to make money pay. Right here we get our first evolution, and what a time, man. So right there we take down the Wigglytuff. And right here I'm maxed, but like I said, I can't score because it takes too long. You have to have the goal getter or something, and even then you probably can't. So right here I'm just going for some harass, be as annoying as I can be. And once the Absol appears, we need to get out. So yeah, really clutch drain. You can see the Wigglytuff is stealing our supplies. Not really too much that can be done about that. And right here we're just trying to deny the goal while still chipping away. So the bad news is I can't get the point because I'm capped, but we can still get the EXP. So right there we did clip the bunny, just not as hard as I hoped. And right here I'm just trying to deny as much EXP as possible. So now that we have Solar Beam, get ready for some ridiculous snipes. So right here I want to get under the goal. And boom! There goes the bunny. So right here I need to grab a berry to heal up, and then I'm ready to go another round. Thought they were in the brush, and I'm just going to use Solar Beam to scout because it's not that bad in terms of cooldown. A lot of the stuff in League was far, far worse. So yes, I did hit them both with that. So right here, due to the awesome Crustle Wall, Wigglytuff gets away. So right there, Crustle uses the X-Scissor to knock him back. Right here, I'm just looking for some sustain. And Solar Beam, you can see proc his passive and tore through most of it, actually. So we keep falling a little short. Now that I'm Venusaur, I have that. So right now I'm waiting for the next Solar Beam. So right there, Wigglytuff got blown up on the base. I think the rabbit had a piece out, I'm not entirely sure. So right here is hoping to get a goal in. Lucario is Lucario, so he has to make it all annoying and crap. So if I can land the Solar Beam on someone, that's going to force them to run their berry. And yeah. So right here I got hard denied. That was incredibly stupid on the Crustle. And right here, since I can't say, "What are you doing, stupid?" I just say, "Screw it, let's start a surrender mode." Hopefully he'll look and say, "Okay, maybe I did something really, really stupid and I shouldn't do that in the future." But no, that's not a player's thing. He'll react. So right here, I just gave away the points because, hell, if I can't use them, give them to someone who can. Maybe he'll learn a lesson. So ideally, when you're trying to get a goal, you're supposed to look at your score, look at your teammates, look at the HP of the goal, and figure out, okay, what's the order to do things? Since I had a lot more than him, I think he had, what, 9, I had 30, he denied us 21 points. He gave the enemy team basically 21 points with that stupid play. So, part of the reason why I wanted to show this game is because the single biggest threat to my team is Russell. And by that, what I'm going to point out, I'll spoil a little bit for you. He keeps knocking stuff out of my drain, out of my solar beam. Like, early on it was really hard for him to screw up because I guess I had simpler moves or something, I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. So we're in a pretty crappy spot. So right here, we're just trying to get the freaking road in. He had to make that so damn difficult. At this point, I'm kind of hoping, okay, Crossy, you did enough damage to the top lane, perhaps go just win another lane, but he doesn't take the hit. So right here, the Absol's going to get more points from his play than we did from ours. Once again, I love Crossy. Right there was the brilliant auto-aim system of the game. So, yeah, that's another thing working against us here. So I have such a level advantage on Cinderace that I can just blow him away fairly easily. He doesn't really have the lifesteal to try to counter it, and that's one of those instances where he's going to knock crap out of my stuff with his X-Scissor. For some reason, when he sees the solar beam, he's all of a sudden motivated to knock stuff to safety. So right here, I'm waiting for the pull. And there we go. Bad news is he does get the absolute kill, so he probably thinks, I'm so good, I'm helping, and yada yada yada. No, he's not. So right here, I had to hurry up and get that because I didn't know what he had. It's, like, it would have been fine had he scored first, but I have no trust in him. It's like there's just that much of a breakdown in our team.
What a goal!
So right here I want to try to sneak in and take a few pot shots with Solar Beam. You can see the Wigglytuff's pretty much half dead already. So right here I want to try to chip away at the Absol. But Greninja didn't get the memo, so we got to do it. So I thought he could be sneaky there.
What a goal!
No, his Solar Beam doesn't discriminate.
What a goal!
Dude, I said Solar Beam doesn't discriminate.
What a goal!
So yeah, I'm not getting a lot of points here because right there I pretty much brute forced them into surrendering. By picking off those two, I actually denied them a large amount of points. They had to deal with the cooldown timers, they couldn't block our stuff. It was a massive, massive setback for them. And the good news is, because of that, I'm MVP. There you go.
You win!
And we're going to provide the post-game commentary from here moving forward. So in terms of team comps, we have an awesome one with the Garchomp, Machamp, Zeraora, and then Cinderace. We have 3 melees with 1 range compared to them, which are 2 and 2. And the thing is, the Venusaur doesn't really have CC, the Cinderace barely has any. We really only have to worry about the repair on the Zeraora.
Ready?
Now, the really painful part that causes so much trouble here is the lane matchup. So you can see the Gible and the Machop going top while I go bot with the Cinderace. I actually need to take that, but magnificent auto-aim system. So my goal right here is try to keep agility up, so if I see them score, I can go ahead and pop over there, try to block it, and maybe hold out. But with the Cinderace assigned to jungle, I'm seriously solo against their 2 range guys as a melee. So if they play that right, they being the Venusaur and the Bunny, there's literally nothing for me to do here. And I seriously mean my hands are completely tied. Basically, I can try to jump on one of them, but then the other one just unloads on me, and yeah, that's it. So I'm not able to farm or anything, because you can see they can poke me under the tower. I literally have nothing. So right here I was getting real nervous because top is starting to lose. But he's out of position, he's alone, so I can go for it. So right here I pop my X-Tack, if you didn't notice. That's why I'm willing to fight them like that, and you can see I took them both down. So I have the Volt Switch. I was hoping I could use that to try to get back after scoring, but it never works, and it's going to get me killed, just so you know. In retrospect, Charge would have been a vastly superior move. So he's out of position, but I hit Volt Switch for the second time by mistake, so I only take off, what, 40% of his health? Zapdos has gone down, so we have a scoring opportunity, and this is where I'm going to die. So had I been able to score right off the bat, I may have been able to Volt Switch back out, but I didn't. So right here, they're going to score, and I say it comes out much more in their favor because they get the 2 sets rather than the 1. Basically, that offsets the lead that I generated earlier by killing them both. So right here, I'm looking to deny them their goal. And they send, I think, 3 people. We send Machamp. So top has fallen, so as a result the Moon Squad has shown up. I'm going to go try to hold off top. And since the Curio is down and Score Bunny, we now have the opportunity to take Zapdos. So poor Venusaur is out of position. I go ahead and ult. And the Bunny's out of position, so he's gotta go. Hopefully you can see how much of a beatdown that one was. The enemy team throwing the Towel, and in all seriousness, there was just no way back in for him. So 259-64, you can see that it was pretty even in terms of like top versus bot scores. So this is the final game of the night. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching.